another episode of Conversations with LaQuisha. I'm so happy to have you join me here again on this Monday and this week. I have something great to share with you. But first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for those who share my videos. Thank you to those who are commenting, and your encouraging words mean so much to me. I can't tell you, once I post a show, I get so many inbox emails and messages of how I'm encouraging you, and that's what it's all about for me, to say something that will challenge you to be your best you. Well, today we're going to talk about a topic that I'm sure many of you have heard, and here the phrase is, fake it until you make it. Really? Fake it until you make it. I'm sure you have all heard that statement. Some may agree and others may not. And at one point in my life, I thought that statement was true as well, until I matured and then my views changed. Because I said, if we continue to fake it until we make it, then we are lying to ourselves. We're trying to be somebody we're not, and in the time that we're not supposed to do it. It can be a good thing, but in the wrong timing. So this week I want to challenge you, develop in being your best self, and in order to do that, you have to be true to yourself. You cannot always try to prove to yourself or impress other people. We don't want to do that no more. We don't want to live up to somebody else's standards. I believe love, integrity, values, characters can go a long way. So why fake it? And you know, while working on this episode, I had to do some research. And one of the research I did was to see what the definition of fake means. And this is what I came up with. Well, I didn't come up with it, what the dictionary says. The definition of fake is not genuine or counterfeit. So ask yourself, are you genuine? Or am I counterfeit? Let's keep digging. So that was like, oh, nope, I'm not. I am genuine. 2, I'm not counterfeit. There's nobody like me. There's no one that have my fingerprints. So I'm like, ain't no one like LaQuisha. So let's keep digging. The meaning of counterfeit says, made in exact imitation of something valuable or important with the intention to deceive or defraud. Now tell me something, let's scale back a bit. Why are you trying to defraud your truth? Yes, stand in your truth, but don't contaminate that with being something you're not. And don't allow people to cause you to live up to a you that's not you. It's better to just be yourself. And I looked at that and I was like, oh, I'm not a deceiver. I don't defraud people. So come on, keep going with me. Let's even dig a little deeper. So you ask yourself, are you a deceiver? Then the definition of deceiver is someone who leads you to believe that in something that's not true. I'll say that again. Someone who leads you to believe in something that's not true. So put yourself in that category. Many times we get caught up in the saying without evaluating the meaning of the statement. We have to come to a point in our life where we don't aim to just impress people, and whatever someone says, we want to live up to that. It's almost like trying to keep up with the Joneses, because the Joneses have this or they have that, we have to get that. If there's a new car coming out, you want to get that. If there's a new shoe coming out, you have to get that. No, you don't. Just be. Be where you are. That's the best place that you can be. I hear it all the time, especially with women. You don't ask a woman their age. Why? Oh, they don't want to admit their age. I've heard many women, even some of my friends, oh, when I turn 25, I'm not going higher than that. Really? Even the Bible says your days are numbered. So time is going regardless if you don't want to see it. I would hear, even in the celebrities in Hollywood, oh, 50 is the new 30. 30 is the new 20. Everybody wants to go back. Why are you going back 10 years? Why are you going back 20 years? Just to be something, maybe you may think that you were not able to live the life that you want to at 20. You should change your definition of fun. Every year and every 5 years and every 10 years, your definition of fun and fabulous should be different. You shouldn't be 50 and 60 in the club with your children. Come on now. There's a lot of things to do. So own where you are. I tell people all the time, I'm 33 and I'm loving it. Yes, I'm getting older. So what? But I have to do some things now. I'm not faking to be something that I'm not. And that's the biggest thing that we do. If we keep trying to live up to what somebody else wants us to do, then we are going to diminish the quality and value that God has placed in us. Think about that. If you're trying to be, and there's always going to be people in your life that is going to say you should do this or you should not do this. You should not do this or you should do this. You should go up or you should go down. There's always going to be people who are not going to be satisfied or like what is it that you do. But you have to make up in your mind that say, I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to live a life of integrity. I'm going to live a life of great character. Why? Because nobody can do it like me. Think about that. Nobody else can do it like me. I remember that there was a show, Being Mary Jane, that everyone was talking about and loved. And I watched one episode and I was like, what is this all about? And then I had to do some research, and I understand a lot of us are in this place. And not so much in totality. All of us are trying to juggle life, our families, our businesses. We are trying to juggle it all. Why? Because things are happening. We are coming more in the forefront. But I understand all of that. When you're being Mary Jane, it's okay to juggle. But I don't believe in this part of her life. She was juggling everything and it was fine. But the thing is, she was also having a relationship with another woman's husband. XXXX. No, no, no. That's a complete no. That's a complete distraction. That's a complete hurt for you to be able to find yourself in a relationship with somebody or something that doesn't belong to you in the first place. So don't use that as an example. I see people, just because it's the norm or everyone is doing it doesn't mean that it's right. I always go away from the crowd. I'm always running away from the crowd because sometimes the crowd can get you in trouble. There was she did a commercial, I am Mary Jane. So all these women were coming out, I am Mary Jane, I am Mary Jane. Really? Are you that person? Yes, I understand that you're balancing life, motherhood, work, doing it all. Yes, women can do it all. Hats off to all of us. However, we should take up a stand and not celebrate or support anything that contaminates with somebody else's relationship. And maybe because I'm more passionate about this because I was cheated on. And I was cheated on. I'm like, how does somebody else know that you're in a relationship with somebody else? Why are they trying to contaminate that? When you do that, you contaminate your true value because that's not you. That's not what you were purposed to do. So I want to leave you with one point. And there's one point today that's most important. And it's a point that will cause you to challenge yourself. Why is it that it's so important not to fake it? One, it offends God. Period. It offends God. It's like a slap in the face saying to God, I don't like what you created me to be. I don't like me. He says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. There's nobody else with our fingerprints. There's no one else like our have our DNA. There's no one else that have our personality. So think about that. You are so unique. You cannot be another Oprah Winfrey or Steve Jobs. You can admire them. You can like them. They have paved the way for us, and I am grateful and thankful for them. However, only you can do what you were called to do. So just be. Do not diminish the quality of yourself, of your best self. On your worst day, you can only be your best self. You can only be that person that God has created you to be. So I challenge you this week. Live in honesty, live in integrity, and have a great character. Until next time, visit my website and become a purpose partner. And let's do this thing. And remember, do not fake it until you make it.